Hello, I'm Teacher Robin. Welcome to another live streaming class. If this is your first time to join us, let me tell you how the classes work. So today we're going to talk about how to express your mood in English. And if you have any questions during the class, you can write your questions in the comments and I'll be checking them as we go along. So if you have any kind of question, then be sure to write it in the comments. And at the end of the lesson, I have a few questions for you to answer to practice what we've learned today as well. So let's get started by looking at how to express your mood. So you may already know some different ways to say how you feel in English. The most basic are I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm angry. So those are kind of the ones that we always use. So today we're going to look at some other options of ways to say how we feel, and that way you will sound even more fluent and you'll increase your vocabulary in English, okay? So let's start with happiness, okay? So when we feel happy, instead of saying I'm happy, what are some other ways that we can say this, okay? The first one is I'm on cloud 9, okay? So you may be asking yourself, why cloud 9? What does that even mean? Obviously, if you're on cloud 9, it means you're very happy, but the expression comes from the way that we categorize clouds. There are 10 different levels. So if you're on cloud 9, it's kind of these beautiful, fluffy, attractive kinds of clouds, and they're very, very high. So it's like the highest that you can, that a cloud can go in the sky. And so if you're on cloud 9, it means that you're so happy, your chest is bursting with the amount of happiness that you feel. So when you're really, really, really excited about something, you can tell someone, I'm on cloud 9. Okay, another way to say that you're very happy about something is I'm like a dog with two tails. So this is, obviously dogs don't have two tails, but when a dog is happy, they wag their tail, right? So if a dog had two tails, then they would be wagging both of them. So this is the expression when you feel happy and you know that others can see it, because when you see a dog wagging its tail, you know that it's happy. So in this case, if someone sees you, they see a smile on your face, they know that, that something has made you very happy. So you can say, I'm like a dog with two tails. Okay, and another one, I'm full of the joys of spring. Okay, if you feel happy, you're full of energy, vitality, and you can say that you have all the good aspects of spring live within you. So like the nice weather, the flowers, etc. So those are the things that we like about springtime. You can say, I'm full of the joys of spring, which means that you are very happy about something. Okay, I see some people are joining us already. Mary Rose and Gilo and Jair, I hope I pronounced that right. They say hello. Okay, so I hope that you are feeling full of the joys of spring as you are watching this class. If not, tell me what your mood is. And if you don't know how to say it, hopefully by the end of this class, you will learn. So let's move on to sadness. Okay, so we've talked about how to express when we're happy. What can we say when we are feeling sad? Okay, one thing you can say is, I'm under the weather. This can mean that you are sick, if you have a cold, for example. But it can also mean you're just not feeling great. So maybe you don't want to leave your house if you feel a bit depressed. This is when you don't feel like doing anything. So if someone says, hey, would you like to go out? And you could say, no, actually, I'm under the weather, or I'm feeling under the weather. So it means you're a bit sad, you're a bit down. Okay, I have the blues. Okay, so why do we associate this blues with sadness? Because blues music is a genre characterized by telling sad stories, kind of a melancholic sound, kind of a sad tone. So if you say I have the blues, it's referring to the music, but it means that you're feeling sad. So it means that this kind of melancholy feeling has come over you, and you're feeling a bit down, a bit sad. I have the blues. Okay, now let's move on to anger. So instead of saying I am angry, what are some other ways that we can say this? I'm steamed up. Okay, so if you know what steam is, it's very hot. It tells others that you're steaming with anger. So sometimes we say if someone is angry, that we can see steam coming out of their ears, which you can't actually see. It's not literal, but it just means that you can really tell, it's obvious that someone is angry. So if you're like a boiler about to explode, you want to let others know so that they don't bother you at this time. Okay, another way, I blew a fuse. Okay, this is similar. When something makes you really upset. So to blow a fuse is when an electrical system explodes in your house, and so the sound of the sparks of the fuse blowing is kind of like this anger that you feel. So it's kind of a gradual process. When you blew a fuse, it means that something really got to you, and all of a sudden you became very, very angry. Okay, so maybe you started yelling, you got very upset. So this is how you are describing yourself when you use this phrase, I blew a fuse. Okay, now let's move on to anger, that should say annoyance actually. Okay, so if someone is bothering you, basically, and you want them to leave you alone, you can say, get off my back, okay? So it doesn't mean literally that they're on your back, but it means that someone is constantly asking you questions. Maybe they won't leave you alone. So you can say, if you want them to stop this behavior, you can say, get off my back. So it means, I'm not interested in talking to you right now. Please leave me alone. Please go away, etc. So get off my back. Stop bothering me. Okay? If you want someone to stop doing something annoying, you can also say, cut it out, okay? So again, this isn't literal. You're not cutting someone. It just means that you want them to stop whatever behavior is making you angry, is making you annoyed. Okay? Now let's move on to another kind of feeling, relaxation. If you're feeling really relaxed, let's look at some different ways to say that. Okay, I'm chill. All right, so we're not talking about the temperature. It means that you, maybe you're on the beach, you're on vacation, you have no worries, no responsibilities. If you are feeling that way, or if that's your current state, that you can say, I'm chill. So I'm totally relaxed. I'm not worried about anything. Okay, I'm taking it easy. So that means that you are doing things at your own pace. You have no worries, no strong emotions. You are 100% relaxed. So you can say to someone, how are you feeling today? I'm taking it easy. Okay, so maybe you have a day off work. Again, you're on vacation, etc. Okay, so now that we've gone through the different ways to express your mood, these are just a few examples. There are so many different phrases in English that we can use to express our mood. And I'll tell you where you can find more information about that in a minute. But I want to ask you some questions. So using the vocabulary that we have just learned, can you tell me what is your current mood, okay, and why? And when was the last time that you were on cloud 9? So if you remember what cloud 9 means, then tell me, give me an example of a time that you were on cloud 9, okay? All right, so as you are writing your answers, let me give you more information about our course here at ABBA. So if you want to improve your English, we have a great way for you to do that, and that is with our course. So we have a complete course from beginners to business level. Our course is composed of 144 units. Each unit starts with a short film, and then we have a video class explaining the grammar, and you have exercises covering all of your 4 skills. So reading, writing, listening, and speaking. This is all covered in our course, and it's available in both web and mobile version. So you can study whenever and wherever you are. So if you are not currently an ABBA student yet, then you can go to abbaenglish.com and find more information there about our course. You can also find us on all of the social media channels, so Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, and we are posting new content on those pages every day. So if you want to continue learning, even in your free time, on your way to work, etc., you can visit our social media channels and learn something new as you go along. We also have our blog, which is called our ABBA Journal, and there you can find more information about anything you could possibly want to know in English. So you can find grammar explanations, you can find practical articles about business, about English for travel, and even more expressions similar to what we've done today. So how to express fill in the blank. So how to express sadness, how to say that you're hungry, how to say that you're tired, etc. So we have tons of these how-to kind of articles which are really, really useful and practical for everyday speaking. So these are great. So check that out on our ABBA Journal. Okay, so I'm going to see if anyone has written a comment. Let's see. So far, Rose Mustafa said, I'm on cloud 9. Okay, if that's true, then why are you on cloud 9? So why do you feel that way? What is the situation? Okay, Solomon asks if one of these phrases, if you need to use a verb or a gerund. Okay, so you can say I'm feeling, for example, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad. Or let me go back to for example, here you use the present continuous, I'm taking it easy, which is not actually, it's referring to a present situation, okay? So I'm taking it easy, for example, I'm chill. So normally you would use like the subject plus the verb to be. So I am, and then the verb, or the adjective, or the phrase. So like I'm chill, I am chill, for example. So yeah, I hope I answered your question. Yeah, normally the verb to be, the subject, if you're referring to ourselves, or if you're talking about someone else, then it's a different subject, plus the verb to be. Okay, so let's go back to any other questions. And if you're still thinking about it, that's fine. I will be checking your comments later on today, so if you want to take your time or come back later, then you can still write in the comments and I'll answer your question there. So I want to tell you about next week's class. We're going to talk about music and how we learn English through music. Next Tuesday is Global Beatles Day, okay, there is a day for that. And if you like the Beatles and you want to look at the lyrics of some of their most popular songs, then we are going to do that together next week. So learning with music is a really, really great way to practice, and the Beatles are known all over the world, so I'm sure you've heard many of their songs, so we're going to talk about that next week. So if there are no more questions for the time being, then we will finish the class. I want to thank everyone who's joined. I hope that you've learned some new expressions today so that you can expand your vocabulary and sound even more native. So I hope you can join us next week when we talk about music, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.